but then you played in NFL Europe. Talk about
Yeah.
that because the NFL doesn't have like a minor league system like the NBA G League or whatever they got. Talk about what it was like over there and some of the guys you played with or against over in NFL Europe.
Yeah, so my NFL career was all over the place. I always tell people I was the first guy in the 8th round when I got picked, right? I was selected first in the 8th. And so a little bit of a bidding war that I had with some teams. I almost went to New Orleans. They had more money to offer. I flew to Tampa a few days before to do an assessment, not a workout, but when they're pre-draft stuff, they fly you in and they want to see
Yeah.
what you look like and talk. And I remember Warren Sapp looking at me wanting to fight when I was just being given a tour. And anyway, but it was a good experience. Dallas picks me up. I signed with Dallas. I'm here all through mini camp. And then by the time it gets to training camp, before even training camp ever starts, I get cut. They send you back home. You're going to come
Right.
back. And while I'm home, I get cut. And so I get a call the next day. New England says, hey, we're going to, New England being New England, we're not supposed to do this, but I'm calling you. I'm letting you know that, we're going to send somebody to pick you up as soon as waivers clear. But we have to wait 24 hours before we can tell you. Then we're going to tell you. And so they're calling me like 48 hours early. So I go to New England and I don't do anything linebacker related. It's all special teams. Jay, I didn't go to meetings. I didn't go to defensive meetings. I just hung out with the special teams coach and Adam Vinatieri. That was it. That was
Yeah.
all day long, and all I did was all special teams. I got really, really good at just watching special teams film because that was my life. And so I go through all the way up to week 1, and then I get released, right? And so then from there, I go to Europe. And so Europe comes along, and I get into the draft, and I get drafted. Now, they had a system where they could send you as a tagged player
Yeah.
or go as a free agent player. So if you go as a tag player, you're part of that team. That team says, we're developing you. We're going to send you. You're with us. You're in a contract with us. We're sending you. You get logos on your jersey. You get team stuff.
Jersey.
I didn't get any of that. I was a free agent. I go, I make the team, I start, and I ball. Very first game, I blow out my knee. ACL. I get flown back. I'm sitting in Birmingham, Alabama. I rehab my ACL. I think it's over. I get over myself. I rehab. I go back for Europe the next year. Same team.
Yeah.
Redrafted, not allocated. I go as a free agent. I ball to make the team. Ray Woodard's the coach. There's Thomas Sula, who's at the Niners,
Yeah.
D-line coach. And so all these guys are great. I go in there and Amp Lee was coaching, there was a
Yeah.
roster of coaches. And so I go there and I ball out. I'm living in Edinburgh, Scotland for 3-4 months, putting resume film together. And what you do is you just go out there and you're playing in these giant stadiums, and it was a great experience for me. It was
Right.
the closest I could get to understanding what it was like to play for a full season on a team at a total of 3 years, because then the following year was Amsterdam. And so 3 years of doing that and then moving on to Canada and try to make training camps. So for me, I was playing football almost year round by way of developmental seasons, one-off leagues, or
Right.
training camps, right?
Right.
So by the time you saw me when Tampa would play Houston, I had already played in XFL. I was in Europe. I was in this training camp or that training camp. And it was just, I was in this arena league, and it was just this.
Right.
Well, so by the time I got to you, I was like exhausted.
Right.
Because you're living out of a suitcase and you're going here and you're going there. 5 NFL teams, 5 training camps, 3 NFL Europe teams, 2 Canadian teams, an arena league. And then at 24, 25, I'm like, all right, that's it.